guys, I heard you yesterday on the Current, so I know you've been in town for at least a day. What have you been up to? Have you gotten a chance to go and explore the city at all? What have you been doing?
We always try, okay, it depends on what we're hungry for. Like, if we're hungry for burgers, we always Google. And we did, and we found it. Well, we found the editorial pick. Right?
Yeah.
We didn't do the audience winner, which probably should have.
We should have done the audience winner.
No, it said the burger was on Wonder Bread, so I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, we didn't know whether to go with the critics or the audience. We were the critics. I don't know.
Where was it?
Bulldog, yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you in Uptown?
Do you know? We were then, all of a sudden. We don't know where we're going.
Oh, okay.
Started going over a bridge and we're like, wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Do you keep up a pretty busy schedule, or do you get a chance to kind of branch out and explore the cities when you're there?
We're driving ourselves, so it's so tight.
Okay.
It's like a matter of, do we want to kill ourselves and wake up at 7 in the morning and, but,
Yeah, this is the most informal tour we've done. We basically got in a minivan and just sort of went on tour. We realized that we should check and see what time the shows start, though. We were playing in Pittsburgh, and we were driving into town at 6:30.
Oh, yeah.
And the doors were opening at 7.
We were on the highway.
We were like, so when do we show up? We're like, you should have been here.
Minor details.
We realized we should check.
It's probably good, yeah.
I'm wondering if you could take me back to when your band got started. I've been reading some of your history online. I read that you, I think all at the same time, quit your current project and moved in together to focus on this. And I was wondering what led to that development, and it seems like kind of a big decision to, like, I'll jump into it all at once.
I had quit in 2004, like December or something, and he didn't actually leave Secret Machines until
2006.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In the cosmic scale, it was right at the same time, but it was a slow process actually for us to change. And there's a lot of changes in all three of our lives. It was never about us changing to do this. We were all just changing, and then this seemed like the right thing to do.
Kind of lined up.
Yeah.
Very good. Did you have an idea of what you were going for right away, or did you get together and kind of hash things out as you went along?
We knew that we wanted to do something that was different from what we were doing, and that's pretty much the only premeditated thing about it. I think it wasn't until we all got together, or we all started kind of like, messing around with like certain elements of music that we realized that it could be something, that we want to actually do permanently, or for a while.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to ask you, Allie and Claudia, I read a lot about people talking about your voices and how well they complement each other naturally. I'm wondering, how much of that do you attribute to being sisters and just being around each other your whole lives, and how much of that do you think is more of like a technical rehearsing and practicing type?
It's definitely not a technical thing. I don't think we even really rehearsed much.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just know, what we wrote, I guess, and we just go along with it. But yeah, I think it's just very easy for us, probably more to do with being sisters. Naturally. Yeah.
Have you been singing together since you were little?
Yeah.
Okay. What's some of your earliest memories of creating music together?
Oh, my parents had gotten this, I think it was a harmonium. That's debatable since I was very young when I got it, but it was from a church garage sale. It was I think, I don't even know how many keys it was. It was like this small. And, oh, what? See? Long time.
You were smaller than too.
Yeah, a little bit, exactly.
I
remember. And, I just started messing around with it, and my dad was in the radio, so there was always mics around the house, so we'd always have these pretend shows and stuff like that, where we turn on all the equipment, and Claudia and I have just been singing since then,
Were you creating then, too, writing little songs? Or
Yeah, at that point, yeah. But you know,
I mean, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, but
we didn't know it was writing a song.
the impulse was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just playing.
I wanted to ask all three of you about how would you compare the current experience of writing together, recording together, touring together with the project that you just left? What's the major differences? Is this a...
You just left.
I think that it's a little more fulfilling because I feel like we're all able to be a little more completely creative in this project, and in a bigger way. It's a great collaboration because we're collaborating, but we're not necessarily just pieces of the pie. We're kind of just more like layers on a cake. You know what I mean? Which is cool. We all are just very, our contribution seems really well rounded, and I think, I'm assuming, I'm speaking online, but I think that we all feel pretty good about, the way we contribute to it. And that's a little different than the typical band dynamic where, some people do this, and the other person does this, and the other person does that, which is a fine way of working too, but I don't think the three of us just are.
We work that way.
Yeah, personalities aren't really equipped for that sort of.
What do you think it is that lends to that kind of chemistry and ability to, I guess, is it ability to overcome your ego and just work towards the common good?
I think it mostly has to do with not having a set idea of what the song is supposed to sound like. You know? So I mean, like, we don't really think about that when we write, so we're not writing, we're not aware of like, oh, well, we can't put that in there because it's not going to sound like this, and we want the song to sound like this, or we're not too worried. Well, we write not worried at all what the other two are going to do or what they're going to think about it, so.
Yeah, I think we all know that when the three of us get together to work on it, we know it's going to be much better than what any of us would have done. I think that's really the key, knowing that the contribution or the collaboration is there to improve the work and not just because that's the way it is. I think we collaborate because we know it's going to be good when we collaborate. So that's, I don't know.
Sounds very peaceful. Do you ever disagree about anything?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, we all live together, so.
Right. Is it hard to separate the roommates from the band members?
No, actually, not really, because we all kind of do our own thing, so it's like, I think the only arguments come from like, stop leaving your shit everywhere and like, that kind of thing, or like, you ate my whatever it was, my leftovers. It's never like has to do with music or anything, because then,
I mean, we do sometimes we'll disagree about something in a song, but it's not like
a negative thing.
No,
it's always just kind of like, oh.
There's a kind of peacefulness in the cacophony.
Yeah, and it always makes the song better, so.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not thinking about egos, we're thinking about what's going to make the song better.
Helps have a common purpose.
Yeah.
The last question I had for you is just kind of a personal taste question. Do you share musical taste, and what are you listening to as you drive around right now?
Oh man, the Fever Ray record.
Yeah, that's all I'm listening to right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Love it.
It's the woman from The Knife. She put out a solo record, and I'm obsessed with it right now. That's all I can
Pretty high rotation.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys kind of on the same page with your listening habits?
We listen to different things actually. Like my first impulse is to put on like Robert White or something, and like your first impulse is to put on like what?
Depends on what day it is.
Exactly, it depends on what day it is.
I think if you listen to what's playing in our car and you distilled it down and melted it in a pot, it would sound probably a little bit like School of Seven Bells.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of radio in there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of top 40, believe it or not.
Really?
That's a preferred radio.
What's your favorite single right now?
Listen to the radio, it's top 40.
What is the favorite single right now?
Oh, the favorite single? Probably the Beyonce one.
Yeah, Beyonce's
Put a ring in it.
What's that one right now? The Blame It on the Alcohol?
Blame It on the Alcohol. I don't know who sings it, but
I think it's T-Pain.
I don't think it's T-Pain. Is it really?
It's got that effect.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's
Blame it on the
yeah, but that's everybody now.
Blame it on the yeah.
All right. Well, those are the ends of my questions. Is there anything else you want to tell the people of Minneapolis?
I don't know.
Hope you like the show.
Yeah. I hope you liked the show.
Yeah, liked the show. Oh, liked it. No, but I meant tonight's show. Oh, but it's showing.
They might not make it here in time. If we could.
Yeah, there we go. Hope you liked the show.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
This isn't live? What are you talking about?